I became a massage therapist in 2006, and right after that I entered into a program to study osteopathy. For my thesis, I'm studying auditory processing disorder and how osteopathy can help that. Auditory processing disorder is a condition where your ear is picking up the sounds just fine, but your brain is having a hard time understanding what has been said. Kids often have a hard time in school paying attention to what the teachers are saying. Because there's so much information coming at them, their brain can't keep up. And so they have a hard time following what's going on in class and will often get distracted. Other times they have trouble spelling or saying words properly because they can't hear the difference between certain sounds of a word. So is it cradle or cratle? They're not sure. It's a brain processing condition that affects them on many levels, not only in school, but it can also affect them socially. One of the things that can happen is they have a hard time being able to tell if somebody is happy or sad because they can't hear the difference between a high or a low-pitched note. In a loud setting, they will often be saying, "Pardon, can you say that again? I didn't hear you," even though you've repeated the same thing in their ear 3 or 4 times. They still have no idea what you've said. The goal of osteopathy and this research study is to try and see if we can figure out the reason why your child has auditory processing disorder. We can correct that, and then their therapy program through Fast Forward is going to be much more effective. When your child comes in to get treated, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about their history. We're going to go through any injuries or sicknesses they may have had. Following that, we're going to check to see how their spine is doing. We're going to make sure that all of the different areas of their body are moving properly. Treatment positions can vary. Sometimes they will be seated and we will be working on checking their liver or their diaphragm to see how they're breathing, making sure that they have good oxygen to the head. Other times they're going to be laying down on their back. This information gives us an idea of what's going on in their body and if it is possibly causing circulation problems to the head and affecting the brain processing. This study is a really unique opportunity to see how combining therapies, osteopathy, and the Fast Forward therapy is going to benefit your child. When I was a child, I was diagnosed with auditory processing disorder, and back then there was no treatment for it. So I was left to work with my parents for hours every day, literally, and there were many years of frustration and stress and tears, and my reason for wanting to do this study is to see if I can help children so that they don't have to go through those same things that I did. Diagnosis is the first step, which your child now has. Now it's time to figure out what you're going to do about it. 17 weeks may seem like a long time to commit to, but really it's a drop in the bucket when you think of how long they're going to have to struggle the rest of their life. Today there are so many things that are pulling for kids' attention. There's hockey practice, there's piano lessons, other things going on. What I would encourage you to do is to make this a priority in their life, because if they can get their brain and auditory system processing properly, all the other areas of their life are going to benefit from it as well.